Good morning. I got some feedback this morning that it really is helping me stay motivated to this commitment that I've made to come in here and just be completely raw and vulnerable with you guys and share my experiences and my struggles with you guys. I think it's something that a lot of us do where we are comparing our insides to everybody's outsides. And so this is a place for people to share their insides with other people's insides. And I'm so grateful that the universe is supporting me in this, because there are so many times I want to give up in this process. And getting that feedback this morning was just the encouragement I needed to get in here this morning. This isn't easy. It's not easy to come in here and just put it all out there, and it's good for me to come in here and put it all out there, because then I get to see what my mind does to my dreams and my hopes and my aspirations. Because when I come in here and I'm raw and I'm vulnerable and I'm like, this is exactly what's going on today. Looks like we got a glare going on over there, huh? Does that help a little bit? A little bit, huh? Oh yeah, and there again is the beautiful undecorated tree. I think I'm going to start a new Christmas tradition of not decorating the tree, because I just love trees, so. No, I am going to decorate it. The Christmas spirit's coming over me now. But I just want to say that, what I was saying, I'm so easily distracted, huh? Well, the mind is. The mind gets kind of loud during the day, and I find it gets louder in the evenings, and I start thinking about what I said on here and whether it was dumb and whether somebody didn't want to hear it. And so I get to see the mind doing what the mind does. And I get a lot of evidence later that the mind's wrong. When you guys encourage me and give me feedback, you prove my mind wrong and you keep me going. And I think what I'm trying to offer here is something that the world definitely needs. And not if the whole world, just a few people. Like I told this lady this morning, if I could only help one person feel less chaos in their mind and feel a little more connected to themselves, then it's all been worth it. Even if it's just one other person. And I'll hear my heart and my mind having conversations. My mind will be like, it's done. Nobody wants to hear all of that. Nobody. And my heart will be like, no, you keep going, girl. You keep going, because you know that you too need that extra support. There's days that I wake up and, I'm not finding all of this peace and serenity and acceptance and everything just through meditation. I'm feeling my brain with stuff. I make a commitment every morning to search a topic of something I might be struggling with. And I just listen to other people's feedback on it, and what resonates with me I keep, and what doesn't I just leave behind. And sometimes just hearing somebody else trying to move forward with their life or trying to help other people, whether their actual words resonate with me or not, put me back into a connection of what I'm doing. Which reminds me of something else. I saw a video, I don't know, a few years ago, and parts of it resonated with me and parts of it didn't. But the basic concept of it has really stuck with me. And what he was talking about was basing your life on your feelings. And the more connected I'm getting to myself, the more I'm seeing that a lot of my feelings really do just come from my thoughts. Say I'm sitting on the couch at night and, I suddenly have a thought about my YouTube channel or what I had said that day. And my mind's like, it's done. Nobody wants to hear that. I totally lost my train of thought. I got completely distracted. Oh, Okay, I'm back. It was the undecorated tree. He's basically talking in the video that you cannot base your life on what you want, what you feel like doing. And he was given the example of, going to the gym or, getting like further in life in your career or whatever. And he was saying that, if you make a commitment to go to the gym and get a different body, and you don't feel like going one morning and then you don't go, you're living your life based on your feelings. And the more that I'm connected to myself and the more that I understand the way the mind works and the way the mind creates feelings in me, the more I can see that to be true. The part of the video that didn't resonate with me is that I do still feel like I want to live my life based on how I feel. But I don't want my life to be ran by my feelings. Does that make any sense? It makes sense to me. So there are days that I don't feel like doing something and I do it anyway. Because the mind can create a thought that creates a feeling that stops me dead in my tracks. And a lot of times that's the mind not wanting to go there. That's not me not wanting to go there. That's not my heart not wanting to go there. There are days I don't feel like getting on the video. I didn't feel like getting on it this morning. And honestly, I probably wouldn't have if I hadn't gotten that feedback this morning. So that's my whole, I just love the way the universe is supporting what I'm doing right now. The universe is telling me it needs this. I get so emotional in here all the time, huh? But that's the whole thing. You can't let your feelings run your life. You can have a feeling-based life without letting them run you. If you don't feel like going to the gym, and you let your feelings run your life, then you're not going to go to the gym. You've got to have that place in you that trusts the process of what you're doing. You set your intention, and that will help you. My intention is to make what I'm doing on this channel normal for people in the world. I was at work yesterday, and then a guy came walking past the job I was at with the dog, and we started chatting, and it ended up to be a very deep conversation very quickly, because my intention is to stop having weather-based conversations with people. And what I mean by weather-based is there's so many of us in the world who are just saying what we think other people want to hear, and we're not really saying what we're thinking. Kyle Cease has an example of this, which is just beautiful. And it is, he says, okay, so if you're standing on an elevator with a beautiful woman and you say to her, oh, it's nice weather we're having out there, and she'll be like, yeah, it was sunny, and it'll be sunny again tomorrow. Nothing happened there. You were just saying what you thought the other person wanted to. You were trying to figure out what to say to her. Why don't you just say that? I'm really trying to figure out what to say to you right now. How refreshing would that be if people just said what they were thinking, and then she could say back to him, you could compliment me on my hair. And what a fun, uplifting connection. And that's what I did with that guy yesterday, and it was great. It was really good. So I think if I can show up in the world like this, I can encourage other people to show up in the world like this. We are really living in a society right now that's very disconnected. We're constantly looking for artificial connections through food, through Facebook, TV. All of those are addictions, drugs, alcohol. They're all artificial connections, They're just a way for us to escape the mind and not feel and not experience I was telling one of my daughters the other day, we were talking about a game called Candy Crush. I'm sure a lot of people know what Candy Crush is. And I was a fiend. I was an addict for that for sure. And the more that I would struggle throughout the day, or the more I felt lost or whatever, I would play a lot of Candy Crush. Well, after I started the meditation in August, I couldn't even find any interest in it. And that's when I started noticing all the other artificial connections in my life. And I noticed when I'm thumbing through Facebook, I'm like, yeah, I'm looking for an artificial connection right now. It's still easier for me to thumb through Facebook than it is to play any of those games. I just don't. My mind doesn't need something like that to escape from itself anymore, which is a wonderful thing. But it came from a commitment of setting an intention to find a deeper connection with myself and do it even on the days that I don't feel like it. And that's past. I feel like it every day. Every single day now. Know that when you hit that 50 days, you will feel like it every day. You'll just feel like it. So when you're not feeling like doing something, take a look at your intention. What was your intention? Get through the uncomfortable feelings to meet your intention. And know that everything's temporary. It really is temporary. Our feelings and our experiences can change from moment to moment. So don't become too attached to any of them. That includes the feelings of joy. I'm not saying, just be like, oh, okay, well, this anger is going to pass, or this sadness is going to pass, or this confusion or this frustration is going to pass, and I just have to sit here with it. And then when the good stuff comes on along, you just lay in it and like bask. You have to know that they're all temporary and be accepting and welcoming of all of them. That's where the true freedom from your mind comes from. So, for today, set an intention and just live from that intention no matter what. Hope you guys have a great Thursday. I'm really looking forward to the weekend. I am so tired of going outside and working in the cold. And for any of my Facebook friends who are watching, I'm thinking about doing a Facebook live feed on Saturday morning with a question and answer session. Reach out to me there on Facebook if this sounds like something you guys would be interested in. No particular topic, just come in and ask Arlene. And I'll give you the best answer I can based on the information I have and the strategies and tools that have worked for me. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great Thursday.